alleged man, the tennis preacher, the tennis prophet, the psychic, and the tennis pastory, coming back at you again with another video. Okay, people, I want to respond to one of the commenters here that she was commenting about the Djokovic's comeback, and I think she was commenting under the video that I made about the Djokovic losing this morning, and the video I was analyzing about what I thought about the Djokovic's comeback status. Okay, so she said in her comment, she said, she said, I think that Djokovic, well, she sort of agreed with me in this aspect, that she think that the Djokovic needs to be patient and like it's going to take time. And I think I said that right there. But she added something that I totally disagree with. And I wanted to make sure that that she meant what she said. Okay, she said that Djokovic, she said she believes he will make a comeback. Okay, I have no problem with that. I believe he will make a comeback, somewhat successful if he's patient. I did say I don't think he'll ever be as dominant as he was though. Okay, but he could be dominant here and there. Okay, but let me get back to what she was saying. Let me stay on cue here. Okay, she said if she had to bet between the Djokovic and Federer on who can make the best comeback. Okay, she did say comeback now. So I go see, that's crucial now, because I had to read a comment like 3 times to make sure she meant what she said. She said if I had to bet on who would make the best comeback between Federer and the Djokovic, she said she would take the Djokovic in a heartbeat. So so what I did, I wanted to make sure that she said comeback was in there, and also that she said the Djokovic instead of Federer. Okay, because I was shocked by this. Also, I was shocked because, you know, based on she's commented a couple times, not a lot, but I think she's a Federer fan, because she was defending Federer on something a few months ago that I was talking about. So I think this commenter is a Federer fan. So I was shocked that she said this, and people, this is an incorrect statement. Okay, so let me go over it again now. She said if she had to take, but she said between Federer and the Djokovic, she said that she would choose, as far as comeback, who could make the best comeback, she said she would take the Djokovic over Federer quick. And she said this here. She said because she's never seen someone that invincible. She sort of said, that's not verbatim, but that's pretty well. She did use the word invincible. That she said the Djokovic is like the most invincible tennis player she ever seen. Now listen, people. If she would not have put the word comeback in there, people, the Djokovic hasn't even made a comeback. Lord have mercy. If she would, I get to that. I know y'all laughing already. I know somebody is saying, what comeback? I mean, Federer has already come back. Y'all, let me just, listen. If she would have just said, if she wouldn't have put the word comeback in there and would have said, she would have said, when the Djokovic comes back. She didn't say that. She didn't say when he comes back. If she would have said when he comes back, I think that Djokovic is more invincible than Federer. And you know what? There's a lot of people that would say that the Djokovic peak, I don't think it was way more invincible, but it could have been a little more dominant than Federer's peak. Just a little. Not as much as people think, but a little. But I give the Djokovic that, no problem. I think I sort of said that too. But that is what she said. She said when it comes to combat, she's taking the Djokovic over Federer. My dear, if you didn't mean this, please. I mean, I see your comment. I read it 5 times to make sure. I wouldn't have done the video if, like I said, if she wouldn't have said that she would take the Djokovic over Federer as far as who would make the best comeback. Okay, if she would have just said, I think at their highest level, the Djokovic is more dominant than Federer. Okay, or a little more dominant, whatever. I wouldn't have made the video. But no, she said when it comes to the comeback, to making a comeback. She's saying that Djokovic, she would take the Djokovic quick because he's the most invincible tennis player she's seen. My dear, let me get back to my dear. That Djokovic hasn't made a comeback. He's having problems even trying to make a decent comeback. But Federer, and not only Federer, Nadal, not only did they make a comeback, they both won 2 majors and won like 4 or 5 titles and some of Master Series. And both of them became #1. That's a real comeback. The Djokovic has made no kind of comeback. What do you mean you would take, and I think she's a Federer fan. Federer fans, y'all need to jump into this conversation. I think, and the Nadal fans too. The Djokovic is nothing. That's the only thing that Djokovic hasn't proven is that he can come back. I mean, we haven't given him, he needs time, but to say, how in the world can you say you would take the Djokovic over Federer when not only the Djokovic hasn't even come back, he's nothing come back. He may come back, he may not even be able to come back, he may not come back, but he definitely has not got a good grade on comeback, okay? But he does need time, but I'm saying now, how in the world can you say you would take the Djokovic over Federer as far as who can make the best comeback? And Federer has already proven, even if Federer retired today, he's already shown he came back in 2017, beat Nadal in Australian Open, beat Nadal in Indian Wells, beat Nadal in Miami, then he won Wimbledon, and man, come on, I can get he won Shanghai, and then he came, and then after the beginning of 2018, he won the Australian Open, and then went to the beginning of 2018, he won 17 matches straight. What do you mean? That's comeback, beyond comeback, beyond comeback. The Djokovic is 0. As great as the Djokovic was with his 5 years, but as far as comeback, he gets a D. I want to say a D-, but I'm going to give him a D. Okay? For now. Okay? He may get a C-, but I'm trying to, y'all get my point, man. There is no and Nadal too. Nadal has already proved he can come back. 2017, he was in the finals of the Australian Open. Okay, then he won the French Open. Okay, then he won the U.S. Open. Okay, then he won the China Open. Okay, and then he came to the clay court season right now. Won the Monte Carlo. Nadal, Federer, the comeback brothers. The Djokovic gets 0. That makes no sense. Now, if you want a commenter, my friend, if you want to explain to me what you meant, I will. You know what? If you explain to me what you meant, I'd do another video on it. But hey, y'all, what do y'all think about that? Y'all can read the comment. It's under the video I made this morning about Djokovic being ousted from the Barcelona. Okay, people, tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, signing off.